your senior class, only to become a freshman with zero connections or clout at your next educational institution. I developed an underlying bitterness as I transitioned from directorial space to directorial space, climbing the ladder, all the while finding it impossible to segue into both episodic television directing and studio films. I'd done everything that I was told would make people see me, appreciate my talents, select me. But there I was, making event videos for clients where I had to produce, shoot, cater, drive the van, edit, create graphics, and often more, just to deliver the job at the super low budgets we'd been given. Now, I'm not thumbing my nose at those jobs in any way, as I learned a great deal as a storyteller and implement those lessons on every episode of television that I continue to direct. But as far as the transition I was focused on making, I was unsatisfied and growing more bitter with every shoot. So what wasn't working? My bitterness, though I hadn't considered it, was driven by unrealized expectations. In social and professional settings, I was giving off a very potent aura of, I shouldn't even have to go through all of this because I went to Sundance, or made 2 feature films, or won this many awards. Again, I was a senior in my mind, but a freshman in standing. Who wants to work with that guy? Answering with brutal honesty, I knew I didn't. So why would anyone else? Was everything I was doing wrong? No, not everything. But if I was going to break into this new space of episodic television directing, I was going to have to add something new and singularly unique to showcase my abilities. I realized I'd been trying to write, sell, and direct projects that the industry would love. But that's a moving target and can be quite unsatisfying even if you're lucky enough to strike it. I decided to make a short film, but with the mentality of my 11th grade self. The teenager with a head full of dreadlocks that picked up a Super 8mm film camera and made whatever he was most passionate about. The wide-eyed future director who examined each finished product with pride, unconcerned with the impact it would have on anyone else. He was fulfilled because he was working to master his craft and find his voice. I knew that guy was still in there, somewhere. How to pivot? I would position this short film, Black Card, as my new conversation piece, my new calling card. I decided that it could no longer matter that I'd gone to Sundance with my NYU thesis, made 2 feature films, and won a competition at Tribeca Film Festival. Those milestones were 13, 9, and 6 years in the past, respectively. They didn't reap the rewards I had expected, and that would have to be all right. I was present with a new project and as excited as I'd ever been because I love telling stories. I would work to build a network of people in the industry who could educate me as to how episodic television works. I'd assume I knew nothing, and I'd embrace the journey, illustrating my worth every day, with the expectation that no one knows what I'm capable of, and I can show them with passion, patience, and a pleasure for politics. Because frankly, working with people is politics, and that was the biggest pivot I'd need to make if I would be successful in directing multi-million-dollar shows with crews of 100 or more people. The results? I'm happy to say that the actions triggered by my answers to these questions have yielded results that have, if I'm being honest, surpassed my expectations. As you listen to this, I've directed both half-hour single-camera comedies and one-hour dramas. I'm attached to direct a pilot for a premium cable network, and I'm pitching my first episodic series to major production companies with my sights on selling to a network in the coming months. I am also outlining my next feature film as I finish this audiobook. Now let's get back to you. As you listen to this book, you'll notice that I've presented my experiences through 3 different lenses. Lens 1, how to. You can't create your own sauce until you know the ingredients, whether it's the early stages of finding your path or the intricacies of creating.